Close to getting started here, looks like. Far away. So I don't know if you were able to hear the national anthem very well. Our mic is really designed more for picking up close audio like us. So if you didn't hear it, they did a really good job. It actually sounded great.
They were actually on pitch and sounded great.
They were on pitch. It's always great when they're on pitch. If you can't hear us, that's a different problem. So I hope you can hear us okay, but yeah, they...
Did it come through?
I got it.
Okay, I need to get this set up. Event name, what are we on? We're on event 1. Alright, so we're getting ready for event 1, which is going to be the women's 200-yard free relay. No, this is the medley relay, sorry.
Relay, yeah.
So we'll get all the strokes.
Alright.
We'll just start announcing the...
Yeah, let me just get it pulled up here so I can see comments.
So we've got Cedar Valley lane 1, Ogden lane 2, Cedar Valley lane 3, Ogden lane 4 and 5. In lane 1, we've got Kylie Carlisle, Lexi Hansen, Ashlyn Morris, Tatum Wanless. Go ahead.
Lane 2 is Ogden, Birdie Packham, Jaime Wilde, Jem Garner, Amelia Hardy. Lane 3, Cedar Valley, Alyssa Roth, Dory Tweedy, Caitlin Rary, DJ Hardy. Lane 4, Jacqueline Hatch, Allie Blair, Wakely Michael, Victoria Tague. Lane 5, Ogden, sorry, some of these names are cut off. Story Turner, Caitlin Blackham, Haley Shaw, Jessica C.
All right, we got Cedar Valley pulling a nice early lead with Alyssa Roth in the backstroke. And now we've got Dory Tweedy in the water in lane 3, swim and breaststroke. In lane 4, I'm thinking that's going to be Allie Blair is actually picking up the pace significantly and bringing that gap back with breaststroke. She's moving really well. So it looks like they're going to come to the lineup close to even by the time they hit the line. And they hit the water together, yeah.
Yep.
She made up a lot of time on that breaststroke. We've got Caitlin Reary in the water for butterfly for Cedar Valley in lane 3. And Wakely for Ogden in lane 4, and they are neck and neck. This is going to come down to your
anchors.
It's going to be your anchors. Ogden is pulling ahead, so the question is, can my daughter, DJ, pull it back and win this race? So a little favoritism there. Good dive by DJ, actually pulls even with just the dive. And she's pulling about a half a length going into the flip turn. Cedar Valley lane 3, Ogden lane 4. Good turn. She's maintaining that half a body, actually starting to pull it out to about a body length, and Cedar Valley is going to bring that home and win. Nice shot. Ogden in second. Race for third place in lanes 1 and 2. The Cedar Valley looking to take third place right now in lane 1. And that's going to be Tatum Wanless right now swimming in lane 1. And Amelia Hardy in lane 2. It looks like that's going to be a Cedar Valley 3 and an Ogden 4. How'd that relay do time-wise?
2:13.
So about a second slower than usual.
Yep. All right, we still got lane 5 coming in with Ogden.
Do we have heat sheets posted yet?
Yeah, they're.
No, online.
Oh, I don't know. That is a great question.
Jen, we're looking to see if heat sheets have been emailed out yet, Jennifer. So we have Ogden finishing up in lane 5 right now with the last relay. So you've got, and that's obviously a younger team. It looks like Jessica Cesaris in the water right now. And let me change this to event 2 here really quick, and we can start calling out the boys' names. So coming up is event 2, which is the boys 200-yard relay. We've got 2 heats in this actually. So heat 1 is going to be lanes 2, 3, and 4. Cedar Valley in lane 2, Ogden lane 3, Ogden lane 4. For Cedar Valley in lane 2, we've got Ammon Miner, Nolan Spencer, Tate Spencer, and Tayden Barton. For Ogden in lane 3, we've got Spencer Reeves, Oliver Losey, Lee James, and Brock Wellington. And for Cedar Valley lane 4, sorry, it is Cedar Valley lane 4, we've got Derek Ortiz, Sam Woodruff, Jacob Nelson, and Andrew Hudson will be swimming that.
So is this an Ogden mom or a Cedar Valley mom asking?
Yeah, I guess we should ask that.
Yeah.
Jennifer.
Cedar Valley got them. They went out through email.
Yeah, Jennifer McCleve, if you're looking for heat sheets, are you with Cedar Valley or Ogden? Oh, nope, she got it.
Okay,
I see it in the comments. Never mind.
Perfect.
And Ogden, if you need heat sheets, if we have people from Ogden watching, let us know and we can figure out how to get them to you. So we got the first 3 swimmers in the water, and they're going to get to the wall about even. better turn in lane 4 for Cedar Valley, and those turns ultimately make a big difference. Nolan Spencer hitting the water first on the changeover in lane 4 for breaststroke. Nope, sorry, I'm lying to you. Sam Woodruff, lane 4. I've got my one day we'll have a heat sheet in lanes that all line up together. It's all backwards. It still messes me up. So Sam Woodruff from breaststroke pulling out a nice lead for lane 4 in this heat. In lane 2, that's Nolan Spencer in lane 2 swimming breaststroke for Cedar Valley, and Oliver Losi in lane 3 for Ogden. And we've got Jacob Nelson in swimming butterfly right now in lane 4 with a good lead right now. Jacob Nelson, lane 4. Tate Spencer in lane 2 swimming fly, and Lee James for Ogden in lane 3. So final swimmer for Cedar Valley in the lead here, hitting the water. Andrew Hudson. In lane 2, we've got Taden Barton hitting the water for the last 53. And Andrew Hudson is bringing it in. They're going to finish with a 2:09.23. Brock Welling for Ogden, Utah is also on his last 50 for 3rd place in this heat. Cedar Valley should finish 2nd, and Ogden's bringing up 3rd for the heat. All right, next heat, Jen, we want to get that. Start announcing the next heat here for the boys.
All right, so next heat we have lane 2, Ogden, Brooks Mortensen, Ty Willie, Eric Ivester, Dawson Milan. Lane 3 is Ogden, Mason Winterton, Gavin Gunderson, Porter Bartlett, Owen O'Neill. Lane 4, Cedar Valley, Braden Scott, William Hudson, Caden Nelson, Nathan Ford. Lane 5, Ogden, Ryan G, Michael K, Ben Nelson, Jordan Wilson. Michael Kamakagi, sorry guys on these last names, Ryan Gratz KB, sorry guys. We are amateurs at best here pronouncing
We are
these
definitely
names.
amateurs. So if we give you a last letter for a name, that just means we can't pronounce it.
I can't pronounce it. It's pretty much where we're at. What's up? I just snuck in here.
Welcome. Just keep on moving.
So let's see, lane 4. Oh, they didn't have the time, 2:09. Nice.
Yeah, lane 4.
And lane 3, they dropped time to, they gained a little bit of time, 2:38.
So our favorite here actually on the heat sheet is Ogden with a 1:53 in lane 3. So we'll see how it plays out. Long underwater butterfly for Ogden in lane 3 with Mason Winterton. So Mason and Braden Scott hit the wall together on the 100 back. Braden has pulled he's got about a body lead going into the wall. Cedar Valley is in first at the moment. Deep dive on that breaststroke. I think he went deeper than he wanted and has lost a little bit of time. Because now we've got Ogden dead even in that 2nd place battle, in that second battle. So they hit the wall together.
We're coming up together, pretty close.
And it looks like we've got Gavin Gunderson who's pulling away well from William Hudson of Cedar Valley. So Ogden is establishing first place pace. We definitely have a fight for 3rd in lanes 2 and 4.
So you got Nathan Ford in lane 4 and Owen O'Neill in lane 3. Right?
No, we should be Porter This is Butterfly.
Oh, Butterfly. Sorry, guys.
So Porter Bartlett, lane 3, Caden Nielsen, lane 4, coming into the wall.
Sorry, I was ahead of myself.
Ogden still has that almost 2 body length lead. Lane 5, Ogden has pulled into third place contention easily, so it's looking like a first and a third for Ogden. Which I guess it would be third no matter what, because Cedar Valley only has one team in here. So coming into the wall, Owen O'Neill for Ogden touches first, and we get Nathan Ford touching second for Cedar Valley.
So Ogden dropped a little bit of time. They were at 153.75, and they came in at 153.05.
Cedar Valley dropped about
Cedar Valley dropped
3/4 of a second.
Yeah, 156, right? 03. They were at 156.67. So nice job. All right, our 200 girls girls 200 yard freestyle is up next. We've got Haley Shaw in lane 2 for Ogden, Abby Kendall in lane 3 for Cedar Valley, and lane 4 is Jem Garner for Ogden. Abby Kendall is the favorite in this at 2:17.87. The other girls are sitting just a little over 3 minutes.
Yeah, and so I mean, if the heat sheet is an accurate reflection of the times, Abby will walk away with this, with a potential fight for second with the 2 Ogden swimmers. It is nice to have a warm-up, warm-down lane, though. It's really nice as a swimmer to be able to get loosened up before you hit the water.
So normally we have 8 lanes, but they took away one of them. They made lane 8 a warm-up lane and a cool-down lane. So they've kind of combined some of these heats, so they're only using 6 lanes today.
So as expected, Abby is out front and just kind of rolling away. The 200 freestyle, not a sprint race. 50 free obviously is a 100% all-out sprint. 100 free is a 100% sprint, but I mean just a little different. But this is one where you still have to pace yourself and manage the difference between sprinting and endurance.
The interesting thing about this freestyle, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ben, but sometimes you'll see kids that are maybe new to this or haven't done this event before, because it's freestyle. Sometimes you'll see them flip on their back.
You can swim whatever you could
because it's freestyle. Yeah. They can swim whatever stroke that they feel best. So sometimes they're tired.
We always call this freestyle. This is really the crawl, right? That the stroke is actually the crawl. But freestyle literally means you can swim whatever style you want in the water. There's no regulation against it. So yeah, like Jen's saying, occasionally you'll see someone go backstroke, breaststroke.
If they,
So you know they're combining the boys and girls IM.
Okay.
That's what this is right here.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
Here's the question. Is that throwing all the numbers off, or are they just going to keep going forward?
So whoever the girls just
they're
know.
close.
So make sure Catherine knows for 50 freestyle, they're combining the boys and girls IM. So it'll be right
Abby
after
Kendall
the
continues
IM,
to
so
just
go
lead
down.
out.
She'll need,
She's just, as expected, just rolling right along. So what she's competing against right now is the clock, which is one of the great things about swimming is it's a team sport. I mean, all the points matter and they get tallied up together, and that determines who wins the meet for the team. But it's really the swimmer and the clock. That's really the competition. So Abby comes in at 2:18.25, just about a half second slower than her best for the year. But a good swim. Considering how little practice they've had the last couple weeks.
like really no
like
practice.
very little practice.
I don't know how Ogden has fared, but for Cedar Valley, we share a pool with 3 other schools. So they've been, and they're a 6A school, so they've been trying to get all of their meets in before regions and state. So it unfortunately has cut into pool time for everybody trying to get practice in the water.
Yeah, it's a weird Corona year for sure. So lane 4, we've got Jim Garner finishing at a 2:58, which actually means she dropped a significant amount of time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's 7 seconds.
That's awesome.
Almost 7 seconds. So a personal best for her. That's awesome. We'd love to see that. All right, so we're moving into the event 4 here, which is the men's 200-yard free.
Okay, so in lane 1, we have Connor Bishop with Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Andrew Hudson, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Porter Bartlett, Ogden. Lane 4, Nathan Ford, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Derek Ortiz, Cedar Valley. The favorite in this is Porter at 2:04.16.
Except we don't have Porter.
Have lane 4. Oh, lane 3. Sorry.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say Cedar Valley's gonna win this because there's not an Ogden swimmer in the water.
There you go.
So I feel like it's a 1-2-3 for Cedar Valley.
It might be. Yeah. Sometimes our heat sheets are not right, guys. So we just roll with what's on our sheet until we look up and realize they aren't in the water.
They aren't in the water. It happens.
So lane 4 is Nathan Ford is ahead right now.
And it would have been Nathan and Porter with almost identical times fighting it out.
Yeah.
So Nathan's a clear favorite in this event. So seeing him out front is not unexpected here. Nathan, I've noticed watching him swim, he just does not have much of a kick at all. He's all upper body.
Yeah.
He just kind of drags the feet along and just pulls. Now in the 500 yesterday, you saw his feet for the last 50 yards. That was it. He just he's got a kick, but it's just kind of that one kick per breath that you can see with that foot. He's really just all upper body, which, considering how well he swims it, that's pretty good.
Awesome.
He's starting to pick up the kick a little bit now. And this is going to be his last 25, so there you see the kick. Now he's pouring it all on as he heads into the wall.
So he's going to be a little bit slower.
2:05.99.
Yeah, he's a little bit slower than his seed time. He came in at 2:05.99 and he's normally at 2:04.32. I should say that's his best time for the season. Yeah.
So for the upcoming event, well, I guess we'll just say that, but the upcoming event's going to be combined.
Yeah, they're combining the boys and the girls 200 IM. So Alyssa Roth, she'll be our only girl swimmer in this next event. So she's going up against the boys.
Well, and she's got a time where she could actually win.
Yeah.
Alyssa's best time for this event is a 2:46.41. Sam Woodruff's best time is a 2:46.48. So it's going to be a shootout in theory with those two swimmers.
So let's see, how did our boys do here coming in?
So Alyssa's going to be in lane 5.
Hold on just a second. We got to.
Oh, sorry.
So we still got. Why is the clock?
I think we've got a bad touch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because no one in lane 3. That's why it's still going.
So second was second. So Andrew Hudson came in second, and Derek came in third. So nice job. All right, for our next event, we've got Alyssa Roth in lane 5, Cedar Valley. This is gonna be backwards, guys.
Cedar Valley
lane 1 is Logan Chamberlain, Cedar Valley. Yeah, Sam Woodruff, Cedar Valley, and Brett Meyering, Cedar Valley. So Sam's in lane 2, Brett's in lane 3.
And Alyssa in lane 5.
Lane 5. So they have to have They have to have a lane in between the boys and the girls. They can't swim together, so Alyssa is just one lane down.
I am interested to see this one.
So, I don't know if you said this. Alyssa's got a time of 2:46, did you say that, 41, and Sam Woodruff has got 2:46.48, so it's going to be a tight race.
On paper, those two each have a shot to win this.
Oh, maybe they are together. Are they? I thought she's going to be on lane 5, but maybe she'll be on lane...
Did they add a swimmer? We've added a swimmer.
Oh, wait, no? Yeah? They did add a swimmer.
They did add a swimmer, and Alyssa doesn't seem to care that she's... I don't know why she would. So we've got an Ogden swimmer in lane 4, and I do not know who it is, so I can't help you much there. Okay, I'm a little confused with what's happening in lane 4. I wonder if he missed his 200-yard free and he's making it up.
Oh yeah, because
This must be Porter Bartlett making up his 200-yard free. Okay, so we're gonna let him run his race. We'll focus on the 400, the 200-yard IM. Alyssa is just a half a body length behind.
See, it looks like it's Brett. We've got Brett Meyering in lane 3, and then we've got Alyssa.
So yeah, we've got.
That's right.
We got Brett and Logan and Alyssa. Right now, Brett is in the lead. Alyssa's actually closing in on this backstroke leg a little bit. But she's actually got a pretty good backstroke. She's going to hit the wall first.
And that's if our swimmers are in the correct lanes, which we think they are.
We think they are. So Alyssa is pulling out that lead right now on Brett and on Logan. We've got Sam Woodruff in 4th right now. Alyssa's going to hit the wall first, and we're into breaststroke.
At breaststroke, this is my favorite stroke. I just think it's so amazing.
So Brett Meyering is pulling back in on Alyssa now. He's pulling even. Alyssa glances over, sees the challenge coming, so she's going to start digging down and see what she's got. She has a good turn though. She actually put a half a body length on in that turn. And now she's opening that up.
Let's go, Alyssa, go!
How much will she have for that last 50? Got mom cheering her on. Go, go. So Alyssa breathing on both sides, which is good because she's taking a look to see where the boys are coming at.
Come on, come on, come on.
Now this is where Sam Woodruff is starting to put the move on.
Yeah.
He is taking second place.
It's gonna be close.
So it's going to be Sam's trying to make a move. Alyssa's got the lead, but Sam and Brett are both pushing for second.
Go, Alyssa, go!
Oh, it's going to be close. Alyssa's starting to fade.
Just how did we do here?
So we're looking at second place is actually our first place for this event. And we've got in lane 8 somehow. I have no idea who won this race. Lane 2, because
lane 4. Because lane 4 is because he was doing his own thing, so that makes it hard.
And then lane 8 had a touch. Hold on, let's wait for it. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, so lane 4.
So Alyssa got 3rd, barely. So lane 4 was first. Brett Meyer. No,
We don't have a lane 4.
Sorry. So she got second. Sorry, we had an extra swimmer in there. So second is first.
Oh, okay, so 3. Oh, so Brett came in first. So good job.
Alyssa came in second.
And he dropped time. Brett dropped down to 2:46.18, and he was at 2:50.62.
Alyssa came in second by half a second, and then Sam would have been 3rd in lane 2.
Yeah, that was a.
And then 4th was.
That throws the clock to have somebody else in there doing something they're not.
That's a mess.
Okay, guys.
My apologies.
These next heats go quick. These are 50-yard for the girls, and these go super fast. So heat 1, We've got Story Turner in lane 2 with Ogden. Lane 3 is Catherine Lake with Cedar Valley, and lane 4 is Jessica C with Ogden.
Oh, I'm gonna change this. I'm behind.
The girls 50.
It's 50 yards. Oh, these will go quick.
Yeah. And there are six heats in this, so. Oh.
All right, so
you've got
Jessica
Catherine
in lane 4.
It looks like Catherine
Catherine
is
Lake
ahead
in lane
at the
3.
moment.
Yep.
So one thing to know about these, if you don't know, we repeat a lot of this because we don't ever know who might be new or not, is the heats get faster. The more heats you have, the faster they are. So the 6th heat will be the fastest
Yep.
in time. So
Catherine Lake came out strong. She's fading a bit here. And we've got Jessica who's passed her up, and looks like Jessica's gonna beat her into the wall. So first for Jessica Cesaris,
yes.
second for Catherine Lake, and Story Turner
And
is coming in
nice-
second place, is in third place for Ogden.
Nice job for Jessica. She was at 57.39 and she dropped down to 51.48. She dropped 6 seconds.
That's a big drop.
That's awesome. That's
What you
awesome.
see, I mean, when you're a newer swimmer and you're in the slower heats, you tend to see big chunks of time come off because you make those bigger improvements. And as you get faster and faster, seconds become tenths and eventually hundredths.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, in heat 2, we have Stella A in lane 2 for Ogden, Kennedy Sims, lane 3, Cedar Valley, Eliza Jensen, lane 4, Cedar Valley, lane 5, Shaylee Peterson, Cedar Valley.
So 3 Cedar Valley swimmers, 1 from Ogden.
Our favorite in this one is Kennedy Sims. She sits at 45.32.
So Kennedy Sims in lane 3, in theory is the favorite, but at this heat stage, you just don't know who's going to have a really good swim that day. Right now, Eliza Jensen was leading going into the turn, but Kennedy had a much better. Did I get that backwards?
Lane 4 is Eliza, lane 3 is Kennedy.
I might have got that backward. Either way, Eliza is leading in, but Kennedy's just trying to close that gap. Really close to out touching her there.
Nice job. So Eliza dropped time as well. She was at 44.39 and her seed time was 47.22. So she dropped about 3 seconds as well. So nice job. Kennedy dropped time as well, 44.99 down from 45.32. Nice job.
Heat 3.
Okay, heat 3. Ella Black, lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Sophia Peterson, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Haley Shaw, Ogden. Lane 4, Amelia Hardy, Ogden. Lane 5, JC Roberts, Ogden. Lane 6, Emmy Milligan, Cedar Valley. The favorite in this is Haley Shaw at 39.70.
So they're going in, we got 3 people hitting the wall at the same time and come out of the water at the same time. So really you got Haley Shaw and Sophie Peterson.
Looks like
now
Amelia,
you've got Amelia making
might
a move,
be ahead just a little bit.
So Amelia's pulling ahead of that group, but Haley Shaw is starting to try and pull it back in. One of those two.
Oh, so close, who's gonna out-touch?
Lane 4.
Lane 4, nice
so
job,
Amelia just out touches Haley for first
she dropped
place.
time J as well, 39.99. She was at 40.93, so nice job.
Heat 4.
Okay, heat 4. Kaya May, Wildy, lane 1, Ogden. Lane 2, Natalie Milligan, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Caitlin McCurdy, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Aslan Morris, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Birdie Packham, Ogden. Lane 6, Tatum Wanless, Cedar Valley. The favorite in this one is Caitlin
Looks
McCurdy.
like Caitlin McCurdy, but it's close.
It is
3
really
and
close.
4 should be really close, although lane 4, Aslan Morris actually hits the wall first and is holding up about 3/4 of body length here. Aslan's having a good swim right now. She's well out front. Lane 2, Natalie Milligan is actually pushing up for second place. It looks like she'll have it.
Oh,
Yep, so we get Aslan Morris in first, and it looks like Natalie Milligan in second. And Aslan's dropped about a second, it looks like. Heat 5.
36.05. Nice job. Okay. Heat 5, Kylie Carlisle, Lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Belle Sopavitas, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Lexi Hansen, Cedar Valley. Lane 4,
All Cedar Valley.
oh, these are all Cedar Valley. Lexi Hansen's in Lane 3, Raina Nichols, Lane 4, Kiana Tomei, Lane 5, Shaylee McLaughlin, 6.
Lexi and Raina,
And Raina are they're
lanes
both
3 and 4. They have they actually have identical times.
32.81 is their time to beat.
But in lane 3, Lexi got a much better start than Raina did. In lane 2, Belle is actually in the lead at the moment. She came out of the water really well. Lexi's starting to come back. And in lane 5, we've got Kiana. So really it's Kiana and Belle right now fighting out for the win.
See how we do.
Kiana first, Belle second.
Nice, 35.48. So, yeah, Kiana dropped time as well. 34.21. She was at 35.48. Nice job.
All right,
Belle,
final heat coming up.
35.04. So, yeah, good job. Okay, Ellie Sorogas, Lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Wakely Michael, Ogden. Lane 3, Allie Blair, Ogden. Lane 4, DJ Hardy, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Caitlin Rary, Cedar Valley. Lane 6, Victoria Togg, Ogden.
So DJ and Allie are head-to-head, hitting the wall. DJ is my daughter, so you know where I'm rooting for. In lane 4, it looks like Allie's got a quarter of a body. She's pulling out the lead. Danielle's looking for a solid second. So we have a 27.89 for Allie and a 29.09 for DJ. So just about, DJ's best is a 28.26, so about 3/4 of a second slower than she would have liked to go today. All right, so boys.
Okay, boys, we have got 5 in this one. So we've got 5 heats. So Jack Line, Lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Jonas Nelson, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Nate Adams, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Ryan McCleve, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Declan Isaacson, Cedar Valley.
And this is heat 1. Okay.
The favorite in this one is Nate Adams from Cedar Valley.
Yep, lane 3, and he is out the fastest right now. They hit the wall at the same time, Nate and Ryan, in lanes 3 and 4.
Yeah, they're pretty close. Ryan is at 36.26 and Nate is at 36.21.
You've got Ryan breathing to his right. He can see where he's at compared, and he's just pulling ahead.
Ryan, I think, has got it.
The advantage to learning how to breathe on both sides is you can see where threats are on both sides.
Yeah.
When you're in the middle of the pool, it comes in really handy.
Ryan dropped time, and everyone's doing great today. 35.60. He was at 36.26. Nice job. All right, heat 2. Lane 1, Nolan Case, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Spencer Reeves, Ogden. Lane 3, Tate Spencer, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Oliver Loosely, Ogden. Lane 5, Nolan Spencer, Cedar Valley. Lane 6, Josh Ortiz, Cedar Valley. The favorite in this one is Tate Spencer for Cedar Valley.
Lane 3, right? Yeah,
lane 3.
Looks like Tate's going to get there, well, they all get there about the same time. Oliver Losi actually is kind of taking the lead here. Spencer Reeves in lane 2. So lanes 2, 3, and 4 are all in there for the win.
It's going to be close.
And he got lane, and lane 5. Lane 5 and 6. That was a tight race.
So
33s for everybody, except for lane 6. That was a fast, that was close.
That was, so Tate Spencer still came in
Just
at first.
barely out touched.
Yep. Okay, heat 3. Dana McGoffin, lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Ammon Minor, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Zach Desnoyer, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Alexander Burnside, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Brendan Montgomery, Cedar Valley. Lane 6, Silas Loosely, Ogden.
Lane 6 is the sole representative for Ogden in this one.
Zach from Cedar Valley is our favorite at 29:41.
Alexander's coming out fast though, as is Silas for Ogden. And right now, yeah, it's Zach. So lane 4.
Yeah, lane 4 is Alexander.
That's Alexander. Alexander and Silas
So
actually.
we'll see who touches who though.
I think Silas won.
No,
yeah.
lane 6. Yeah, came
Silas,
in first.
lane
Nice
6
job.
for Ogden.
And he dropped time 29:43. He was at 31:33. All right, heat 4. Tayden Barton, lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Ben Nilsson, Ogden. Lane 3, Mason Winterton, Ogden. Lane 4, Michael K, Ogden. Lane 5, Jacob Nelson, Cedar Valley. Lane 6, Brooks Mortensen, Ogden.
Good start in lane 3 and in lane 5. So lane 3, we've got Mason Winterton. Looks like he's going to hit the wall first. And I think he's pulling ahead by about a body length. The race is for second between lanes 4, 5, and 6. So Mason wins.
Wow, 26:31.
Second place is lane 6 with Brooks.
He was at Mason was at 27:08 and he came in at 26:31.
Okay, this is the last heat for the men's 550 yard.
Okay, Dawson Milan, lane 1, Ogden. Lane 2, William Hudson, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Braden Scott, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Owen O'Neill, Ogden. Lane 5, Caden Nelson, Cedar Valley. Lane 6, Eric Ivester, Ogden.
And Braden Scott's the favorite, and you're seeing why. He hit the wall well ahead of everybody, and he has just got the afterburners on. He's moving.
Oh, he is so fast.
22:99. 1/100th is his personal best time. He beats his personal best by 100th of a second.
That is awesome.
Nice swim.
Wow. As the heats get faster, you'll see that the swimmers are more close together as they are swimming. So it's really fun to kind of see. You don't know who sometimes is going to touch first.
All right, so we've got a short break. We're going to mute the microphone here, and we'll bring it back up in a little bit.
Probably 10 or 15.
Yeah, I don't know how long this break is. I didn't hear
I'm
it.
on 10. We're not sure.
Watch it be 5. I don't know. looks like we're coming back. We're at event 9, women's 100-yard butterfly. Scores at the break, I posted in the chat, but right now Cedar Valley boys 29, lead Ogden 17. And Cedar Valley girls lead Ogden girls 43 to 13. You want to go ahead and read off who we got here, Jen?
So we are in event 9. So Caitlin Rary is in lane 3 with Cedar Valley, and lane 4 is Caitlin McCurdy, Cedar Valley.
And I will say that we have had a couple of races and heats where it was just all Cedar Valley. So obviously those points, all the points are going to Cedar Valley in that case. So
right now Caitlin is ahead. She has a seed time of 1:15:48.
yeah, so she's this is really more her event. Hundred fly is just rough. And as a new swimmer, it's really a test in willpower more than it is anything else. Coach puts you in it to see if you'll swim it.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got Caitlin Rary hits the wall at a 1:17:44, a little slower than her personal best, which again, we're seeing a lot of that right now, and it's just hasn't been the practice that the students would have liked to have over the last several weeks. All right, so we got event 10 coming up.
And let's see, Caitlin dropped time, so good job.
Caitlin did?
Yep.
Did I read it backwards?
No, Caitlin came in at 1:44:98. She was seated at
never mind.
1:50.
I apologize. I got that wrong.
All right, our boys. Tate Spencer, lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Jacob Nelson, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Porter Bartlett, Ogden. Lane 4, Braden Reeves, Ogden. Lane 5, Caden Nelson, Cedar Valley.
And Ogden is the favorite for this in lanes 3 and 4, Porter and Braden. Lane 2, Jacob Nelson coming out strong and hit the wall in the lead, but it really is a question of the second 50. I found my personal experience, I could do 25 to 50 yards with just about anybody, and then it was done.
Jacob is still
Jacob
ahead.
is actually
Yep.
not only ahead, but he's pulling ahead.
Yeah, looking really good.
So Jacob, Porter, Braden in that order right now, lanes 2, 3, and 4.
Jacob's time has been a 1:06:12.
Porter's coming back at him though. Jacob is holding it.
Oh, it's gonna be.
Porter's making he made up a little time, but not enough.
I think he's got it.
Jacob's gonna snatch that
Nice,
win.
nice.
Oh, with a 2-second.
Wow, and he dropped.
He dropped a lot.
lot.
He dropped almost 3 seconds from his personal best time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Really good swim. So we had Jacob in first, Porter in second, and Braden in third. So Cedar Valley 1, Ogden 2 and 3.
Nice. Okay, our girls are up next for the 100-yard freestyle. Is that right? Yeah, I guess we only had.
11?
I guess. Oh.
Is
Yeah.
that all right?
Yeah.
100
Sorry,
yard free,
guys.
heat
Yep.
1.
Yep. Okay, Lexi Hansen, lane 2, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Jessica Casares, Ogden. Lane 4, Catherine Lake, Cedar Valley. Lexi doesn't have a time in this, so she has not swam.
Swam. I think it's swam.
I have this debate every
Not
time I
swum.
say it.
It's swam.
But she has not. She has not been in this event yet. Let's just put it that way. So she doesn't have a time
never
yet.
tried.
So we'll see how she does. One of the things, again, some of this is repeat for a lot of you that are on when we do this, but Coach kind of shakes things up a little bit, especially as we get close to region and state, kind of to see where his swimmers do, how they do, and what events. Relays are a big deal. You start putting your fastest swimmers in those so that they do well, time well, score well. So a lot of it this year probably has been COVID related, as athletes are sick or quarantined, whatever it might be. Things get switched around last minute.
We got some last minute activity here. Everybody looks like they were waiting on an entire Heat 1 to get here, but we're here now. You can finish your thought, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, just some last minute activity trying to get everybody to the block.
Oh yeah, sometimes it's last minute changes right up until the meet starts. So it's part of the reason we don't get heat sheets until last minute.
So lane 2, Lexi Hansen is leading out for this heat. Coach on the sidelines encouraging her to use her feet. Oh look, she saw it. Every now and again you actually see Coach celebrating. I love it.
Her mom's yelling at her. It's all good. It's all good. Lexi's doing great. She's like a whole lane ahead, a whole lap ahead.
And I guess one thing for everybody to know too is when a swimmer has a no time, meaning they haven't set a time for an event in the year yet, they will get placed in the early heats, which are slower heats.
Yeah, because they don't know.
Because they just don't know what their time's going to be yet, so they can't bracket them into an appropriate heat.
Nice. She came in at 1:23:27.
Which, for example, would have put her in the 4th heat if she had set that time earlier in the year. But until they have a time set, they can't bracket them into a heat. And so you'll occasionally get a fast swimmer in what's considered a slower heat until they have a time. So in lane 3, I should be paying attention. Eliza Jensen for Cedar Valley. No, I'm in the wrong heat.
Okay, it's Jessica.
Jessica Cesares.
Yeah, sorry, we've botched that name, I'm
botching
sure.
all those names. Jessica for Ogden in lane 3 came in 2nd. And we've got Catherine Lake for Cedar Valley finishing up in 3rd.
And she did great. She dropped time as well. She was at 2:19 and she came down to 2:02. So nice job for Jessica.
Actually, they both dropped time, didn't
they?
Jessica
did.
And yeah, good.
All right, heat 2. Stella A for Ogden, lane 2. Lane 3, Eliza Jensen, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Kennedy Sim, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Shaylee Peterson, Cedar Valley. The favorite for this is Eliza at 1:52:46.
So lane 3, Eliza, and she's got a full body length plus on everybody right now. She's going to hit the turn first, and the race is for 2nd with everybody hitting the wall really at the same time. So Eliza Jensen has 1st place wrapped up for this heat. 2nd place right now is for anybody, but it looks like Stella is going to actually pass our other 2 Cedar Valley swimmers and take 2nd place for this heat for Ogden. $50 laps to go. We'll see if that 50 yards to go. We'll see if that holds up. Hey. Go. So Eliza for Cedar Valley lane 3 is going to make her last flip turns. Coming back for her last 25. Stella and Kennedy are fighting it out for 2nd. Stella's just had some faster turns than Kennedy has. And Kennedy kind of has pulled her back in over the course of the 25, but just hasn't been able to make up that gap. So Eliza's going to hit 1st place for this heat.
Nice, 1:45. She dropped time, so nice job.
Yep, Stella.
1:45:80. She was at 1:52:46.
Nice. Stella in 2nd place, Kennedy in 3rd. And Shaylee coming in 4th in lane 5.
Nice job.
We had a mistouch on lane 2, looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't get a time, but she was second. All right, heat 3.
All right, heat 3. JC Roberts, lane 1, Ogden. Aslan Morris, lane 2, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Sophia Peterson, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Raina Nichols, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Amy Milligan, Cedar Valley. Lane 6, Ella Black, Cedar Valley. Favorite in this is Sophia.
And Aslan got a really good start, though, compared to the rest of the field. Looks like the question is she going to lose that in the race? But her start was great. Raina so it's Raina and Aslan right now in lanes 2 and 4, fighting it out, with Raina just pulling ahead after that turn, and Aslan trying to take it back in the swim in this 75-yard length here. Third place is between lanes 3, 5, and 6. But lanes 2 and 4, Aslan and Raina, this is where the race is coming down. So Raina pulled ahead on the turn. She's pulled out about a full body length. It looks like she's going to bring that home for first place. Aslan making a late push, but it's going to be Raina at first, Aslan second, and in lane 3, Sophie?
So I think it's Sophia.
Sophia, again, third place.
So 127.02 for Raina. She was at 132.77. So nice job. Okay, heat 4. Kiana Tomei, Cedar Valley, lane 2. Sorry, she's in lane 1. I don't know if I said that. Kiana, lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Natalie Milligan, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Shaylee Kluber, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Shaylee McLaughlin, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Kaya May Wilde, Ogden. Lane 6, Tatum Wanless, Cedar Valley.
So Ogden swimmer in lane 5.
Shaylee's the favorite in this with Kluber, Shaylee Kluber, at 122.01.
Lanes 3 and 4 should be the battle, but lane 4, it looks like Shaylee did not have the best start. Shaylee in lane 3, Shaylee Kluber did have a good start. So Shaylee and Shaylee.
Both Cedar Valley.
Now lane 2, Natalie Milligan making a good push actually for second place. And third place is between lane 1 and lane 4 right now. Is Shaylee Kluber or Kluber?
I think it's Kluber.
I think it's Kluber. So Shaylee
could be
Kluber
wrong.
is leading, and Natalie Milligan is kind of trying to get up on her hip and challenge, but I think that last turn is going to do it. She has a full body length now going into the last turn. Shaylee McLaughlin is trying to make a push as well to get up into second place. So Shaylee Kluber's going to win this. Looks like Natalie Milligan's going to be in second.
And she's going to, Shaylee, nice job.
And
She dropped time.
And Shaylee McLaughlin might have been out-touched for third. Did she make it in third?
So Shaylee Kluber came in at
She barely made third place. She made third.
17.88. She was at 122. So nice job. All right, heat 5. We've got Bailey Anderson, lane 1, Ogden. Lane 2, Ellie Soroga, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Dory Tweedy, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, DJ Hardy, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Ashlyn Lockwood, Cedar Valley. Lane 6, Kylie Carlisle, Cedar Valley. Dory is the favorite in this at 103.59.
DJ in lane 4 is a 104.74. DJ really wants to take down Dory, but they are teammates. But I know DJ wants to beat her. So lane 4, DJ's coming out really strong. Dory's gonna bring it even as they hit the wall. Good turns for both of them. And they are dead even for the 75. And you're seeing Dory start to put it on. You also see Ellie having a good race, trying to find a reason to be in second there herself. All right, so now you're gonna see Dory's putting it on at the kick. Danielle is trying to hold, but you've got Dory pulling ahead by full body length, with Danielle coming in for second place, and Ellie looking at third place. About a half second slower for DJ than her normal time. Dory drops some time. Dory swims a personal best. Good job, Dory.
All right, our boys are up next. We've got 4 heats in this one.
This is event 12, right?
Yep. So you've got Deccan Isaacson, lane 2, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Jonas Nelson, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Jack Line, Cedar Valley.
Why the frick did you flinch?
Pass out.
The last 25 yards. It's actually the last 15 yards.
All right.
No, we're just talking about,
Our daughter.
our daughter's swim. She's been the last 25 has been her biggest struggle. Really, the last 15 yards.
Loses all the gas in her tank.
Let's critique our daughter on air.
Yeah. But we love
let's
her.
do that, right? No,
All
she's
right,
doing really
so-
good. Just that last 15 yards has been killing her.
Lane 3, Jonas is ahead right now. His seed time is 1:28:47.
So, and again, when you're in these slower heats, you're competing for a heat win. You want to win your heat. Even if you're not making the finals, you want to win your heat. But the biggest thing is you want to drop time. It really is you and the clock, and there's pride in improving every race, regardless of where you are, what bracket you're in. And speaking of improvement,
Right, so Jonas, nice. He came in at 1:25:78, and he was at a 1:28.
almost 3 seconds.
Yeah, 1:28:47. So nice job.
Good swim.
Lane
Jack in lane 4 also drops time. No, he does not. He gained a little bit of time there.
Yeah.
All right, heat 2.
Okay, heat 2. Ryan McCleve, lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Lee James, Ogden. Lane 3, Dana McGoffin, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Brendan Montgomery. Lane 5, Connor Bishop. Lane 6, Nate Adams. Our only Ogden swimmer is in lane 2.
So it's looking like lane 3 should be our favorite on paper.
1:08:97 is the time.
Lane 3 and 4, in theory, are our favorite lanes, but in these lower heats, you just don't know who's made a bigger improvement for the week. So Danon he's going to have about a full body length going into the turn in lane 3, with Brendan in lane 4 in second and James Lee in third. You got Connor Bishop in lane 5, who's got a shot at making a move for third place. Ryan McCleve in fourth and Nate Adams in fifth. Fifth or sixth right now. All right, so coming into the wall, you've got Danon maintaining that body length. So it's looking like we're going to have Danon, Brendan, and actually Connor Bishop in lane 5. 1, 2, 3, Cedar Valley for that heat.
Danon gained just a little bit of time on that.
I do apologize if I get names wrong in lanes, because it's
Yeah, our heat sheets are
just
backwards. Okay.
complain about it every time.
Heat 3.
Doesn't change.
Brett Meyering, lane 1, Cedar Valley. Lane 2, Alexander Burnside, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Brock Welling, Ogden. Lane 4, Ryan G, Ogden. Lane 5, Zach Desnoyer, Cedar Valley. Lane 6, Logan Chamberlain, Cedar Valley. Ogdens are the favorite in this, Brock and Ryan. 104.85 and 104.90.
So Ryan hits the wall first. And actually out in lane 6, you got Logan Chamberlain, who's actually looking like he's in second place right now by half a body. but that's starting to fade as he hits the wall. So Brock has a commanding lead for first place. Second place is now looking like lane 3, 2, and 1 are all fighting for second place right now. Alexander, I'm sorry, so Brock Welling, who's in front? Ryan is out front, my apologies. Ryan Grotsky is out front. He's gonna win this. Alexander Burnside for Cedar Valley making a late push to actually solidify second place there.
Nice.
And it's a 1-2-3 for Cedar Valley again. They just managed to sneak that in.
So Brock dropped time as well, 103.91. He was seated at 104.90, so nice job. All right, heat 4.
Is the final heat? Yeah, okay.
Final heat. Ty Willie, lane 1, Ogden. Lane 2, Dawson Milan, Ogden. Lane 3, Braden Scott, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Gavin Gunderson, Ogden. Lane 5, Jordan Wilson, Ogden. Lane 6, Taden Martin, Cedar Valley. Our favorites in this, so they've got some amazing times. It's
Braden Scott.
Braden at 51.38.
And you see him out front early and just a motorboat in the water there. He's flying. Just flying into those turns.
He's pretty much...
Gavin Gunderson is solidly in second place, but Braden is just moving. Fight for third place is between lanes 1 and 2, Ty and Dawson. So Braden Scott just putting everything he's got into seeing if he can improve his time. He might.
So close, so close.
50-11, a personal best for Braden Scott. Nice.
So nice.
Very nice. Lane 4, Gavin.
56.15, so he gained just a little bit of
A
time.
half second there, and then we get a third place. So second and third for Ogden. Dawson in second place. Third place.
Dawson's in third place, yeah. Okay,
So event 13. Girls 500.
right?
So we've got event 13, women's 500 yard free underway. Lane 1 is Jacqueline Hatch. Lane 2 is Abby Kendall for Cedar. So Jacqueline Hatch for Ogden. Lane 3, Abby Kendall for Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Wakely Meikle for Ogden. And lane 5, Caitlin Blackham for Ogden. So a lone Cedar Valley swimmer here in lane 3. She is the favorite based on the heat sheet. So obviously we've got 20 laps of the pool in this race.
You're here for a good 6 minutes.
Yeah, here for a good 6 minutes. So you see, right now you're seeing Wakely just staying right on the hip of Abby. They're actually just head to head. And the 500 is an interesting race because it's just really about pacing yourself. Some swimmers try and swim it pretty consistently start to finish with their 100-yard split times staying pretty consistent. Some swimmers will come out faster but then fade off at the end. And then like we saw, I'm sure we'll see Nathan Ford today. Nathan Ford tends to come out slow and then start picking it up as the race goes on.
Yeah.
So it's just a question of strategy and how a swimmer likes to swim it. But right now those two are just stroke for stroke pretty much.
Again, you would find me at the bottom of the pool. So many laps.
And the thing with this race too is if you're racing somebody, it's really important to know yourself in a long race like this, because sometimes you can get baited into swimming someone else's race. Someone who comes out faster than you and you feel like you have to match their pace and you end up running on the gas a lot sooner than you normally would. So Abby Kendall just pulling out now about a body and a half. over Wakely Meikle. I'm just gonna say Wakely because I'm probably getting that name wrong.
Wakely, and I think I'm guessing it's Mickle. Wakely Mickle.
Yeah.
But we could be pronouncing the whole thing wrong.
We could have it all wrong. We don't get pronunciation guides. Come on now. We're just parents who show up to broadcast stuff. So right now, Wakely. So we're 3 minutes. We're hitting the wall at about 3 minutes 10 seconds. This is the halfway mark. Wakely swimming pretty strong based on her sheet time, but you're starting to see Abby pulling further and further away as she's just swimming her consistent pace here. Well, she tends to be pretty consistent across her hundreds. Today you got Abby and Wakely coming up to actually put a full 50 yards on the swimmers next to them. So now this is the part of the swim where you're starting to really feel it. You don't really have that adrenaline hit that comes with the last 50 yards, and you're just trying to keep your pace. Although her last 50 was a 39, this 50 was a 39. Her pace is staying really consistent right now. So this is her last 3. Well, no, she's still got like 5 laps. Yeah. Wakely kind of fell back to where she is, but has stayed about there. It's not like she's gotten further away. So this will be the last 100 yards. And that last split was 39, was again basically a 39, a 38.9. So she's staying really consistent right now in her times. So her last 3 laps. See what this 50 looks like, if she's falling off or if it's staying consistent.
Almost done.
38-second 50. She's just keeping them going. She's pouring it on. Her best time is a 6:18, so she's past that. A 6:21.93, first place for Abby Kendall. Wakely is coming in second. With a 6:33.97, really close to her personal best, about 3/10.
I'm gonna eat it for tonight.
So in lane 5, Caitlin Blackham.
Yep.
It looks like third place, just wrapping up, is going to be lane 2, and that's going to be Jacqueline Hatch for Ogden. She's on her last 25 here. So my dad was the first of us all to do swim meets. He went to join the swim team. Coach told him no. Didn't make the team. And he kept showing up to practice. And his coach said, "What are you doing here, Hardy?" And he loved to tell the story. He says, "I'm practicing for next year, Coach." And so he just kept showing up. He wasn't any good, but he kept showing up to practice. He ended up getting put in a 500-yard race. His first race was 500 yards. It's because he kept showing up, and Coach finally let him swim one his first year. And he said he was the last one out of the pool by a long shot, but he swam the race.
That was awesome.
And ended up swimming the next year and lettering in swim. And I think that's the great thing about this sport is it doesn't matter what your skill level is.
Yeah.
You just get to show up and swim.
swim.
And for him, that was a huge thing that he kept showing up, kept putting in the work, even though he was the slowest one on the team. And the next year he got faster, and the next year after that he got faster.
Yeah, I love this. I love this sport because it really is against you and yourself. I mean, you work on you to improve you. Your team gets points overall for how well you do, but it's all about you.
All right, so Caitlin is on her final stretch, and she's wiped out right now. I mean, she just is. And I guess we should mention Jacqueline Hatch dropped, unless you probably already mentioned it, she dropped, how many seconds? 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And right here, Caitlin dropped 23 seconds.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice
so
job.
Personal best for
Nice.
her. Good swim.
Okay, our boys are up. So Mitchell Hatch, lane 1, Ogden, Eric Ivester, lane 2, Ogden, lane 3, Nathan Ford, Cedar Valley, lane 4, Braden Reeves, Ogden, lane 5, Andrew Hudson, Cedar Valley. The favorite in this is Nathan Ford, Cedar Valley at 5:42.30.
And Brandon Reeves is not far behind at a 5:47. What will be interesting to see is how they swim this race differently, because they have very similar times, very close times for this race. You see Nathan coming out a little faster than I actually expected in lane 3. And Brandon Reeves in lane 4 is right with Andrew Hudson in lane 5 for second place right now. So Braden's opening up with some split times in the low 30s, it's like a 33-second 50 there. In lane 4, you've got split times, 35-second split time for Braden Reeves.
Like a good half. Nathan's like a good half lane ahead.
And here's Nathan again, just dragging his feet. He's got that one, kind of that rhythm kick that's in the just every 2 strokes. He's got a rhythm kick in there. But you'll see those legs in the last 100 yards show up. So a 34-second split, which his last one was as well. Braden a 35-second split, which is about where he's been. Coach trying to get Nathan to kick. Oh, look, he's getting a little bit of a kick out of him now.
It's entertaining.
34-second split again. So holding pretty even right now in the middle of the race. That's the halfway point. 35-second split for Braden Reeves.
she in the 4x1 again?
Coach, so Coach keeps reminding him he's getting more feet. He's using his feet more.
Oh, she's up next.
It looks like Braden Reeves is starting to close the gap. That was a 36-second split for Nathan, so a little slower. And this time, Braden swims a 35, and so he pulls about a second back.
You know you're next, right? You're next.
Braden Reeves looking like he's trying to pull some of this time back. But he's got quite a bit of pool to make up still.
So bring it home.
So Nathan had a 36. He opened with 33s and 34s, so he's slowing down a little bit. And a 36 for Braden Reeves. About a half second slower.
He's got what, three laps left?
This is his last 100 right here.
Yeah.
35-second split, starting to pick it up a little bit. Starting to bring it back. He just muscles through the water. It's all upper body.
It's amazing.
Nathan with a 35-25, so he's holding basically even. I mean, Braden holding even with Nathan right now on the splits. So 3 laps to go. So Nathan and Braden will be digging now. This is where they're going to pick up and give everything they have left going into this last 50. So another 34-second split. Let's see what he's got left. And see, now his kick is actually really there the whole time.
It's amazing. It's really fun to see the power in these swimmers.
I'm always surprised at how much kick Nathan can muster, because you know he's tired. And then Braden Reeves coming in behind him. So Nathan's finishing up.
So he's a little bit slower than what he's been.
Just over his personal best.
Nice.
5:50. Both of them swam a little slower than they would have liked today.
Yep.
But a first place for Braden, for Nathan Ford, a second place for Brandon Reeves from Ogden.
Braden Reeves.
Braden, oh my heavens. Nathan Ford, first place for Cedar Valley. Braden Reeves, second place for Ogden, Utah. Why don't you call those out? I can't seem to get them right.
So we've got...
And it looks like we've got a race for third.
Yeah.
We've got Lane.
We've got Andrew.
Yep, Andrew and Mitchell. So Andrew for Cedar Valley in lane 5, Mitchell for Ogden in lane 1, and they are hitting the wall together, so this is the race for third right here. Andrew is... It's going to be close.
This will be who out touches here.
It looks like lane 5.
No,
lane 1.
Yeah.
Oh, a 1/10 of a second, 900ths of a second between them.
And good job for Mitchell. He dropped time. He was at 7 minutes, and he dropped down to 6:47. So
that's a nice
job.
swim.
Nice job.
So event 15 coming up, right? Which is the...
All right. So event 15 is our girls 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we've got Cedar Valley, Caitlin McCurdy, Eliza Jensen, Catherine Lake, Shaylee Peterson. In lane 2, Ogden, Story Turner, Stella A, JC Roberts, Amelia Hardy. Lane 3, Cedar Valley, Ellie Sorogas, Caitlin Rary, Ashlyn Lockwood, Abby Kendall. Lane 4 is Ogden, Allie Blair, Jacqueline Hatch, Bailey Anderson, Wakely Mickle. Lane 5, Cedar Valley, Shaylee Kluber, Belle Supervita, Natalie Milligan, Kiana Tomei.
I've only seen...
Oh, we only have 3.
I'm not seeing a team on lane 5. I'm not seeing a team on.
Oh wait, do we not have any? Let's
Okay,
see.
hold on. They're still getting people to the blocks. So I still don't see a team on lane 2. We don't have an Ogden team on lane 2. So we just have an Ogden team in lane 4. Oh no, sorry, she's starting in the water. That's my bad.
Oh.
My bad. So lane 4, Ali Blair for Ogden coming out fast and taking the lead. Probably going to hit the wall with a body and a half here, maybe 2 body lengths for Ogden over Ellie for Cedar Valley. We've got Jacqueline Hatch in the water, lane 4, and Caitlin Reary in lane 3 for Cedar Valley. Caitlin trying to pull some of that time back. But it's actually staying pretty even. Ogden's going to hit the wall with a body length. Bailey Anderson in. And Ashlyn Lockwood for Cedar Valley. Good dive by Ashlyn. She makes up some time, and she's going to try and hit the wall even here with Ogden. So Ogden and Cedar Valley are going to hit the wall really close to each other here. So it's down to the anchors. Abby Kendall for Cedar Valley in lane 3 is about to hit the water.
And then Wakely.
Along with Wakely for Ogden.
Let's go, let's go.
This is going to be close, but it looks like right now Wakely has got the lead. Can Abby pull it back? Oh, she's making a move. Wow, nice race.
Nice.
First place, Cedar Valley. And second place for Ogden in a really good race there.
Really good.
That was fun to watch. And third place in lane 5, Cedar Valley, with Kiana wrapping up as anchor for that team. So it looks like fourth place. I think lane 1 for Cedar Valley is finishing up.
Yeah.
And then we've got in the last 50 yards for Ogden in lane 2. So Amelia Hardy hitting the water right now for Ogden in lane 2. All right, fourth place in lane 1 for Cedar Valley.
And they didn't have a time. Cedar Valley didn't have a time, and they came in at 2:20:41.
Start reading event
The boys.
16 here.
We got our last swimmer coming in for Ogden,
Ogden, yep.
yeah, Ogden. Okay, Cedar Valley, lane 1, Josh Ortiz, Logan Chamberlain, Brett Myring, Connor Bishop. Lane 2, Ogden, Jordan Wilson, Ben Nielsen, Brian Grosky, Brooks Mortensen. Lane 3, Cedar Valley, Sam Woodruff, Zach Desnoyers, Jacob Nelson, Andrew Hudson. Lane 4, Ogden, Mason Winterton, Dawson Milan, Braden Reeves, Ty Willie. Lane 5, Ogden, Brock Welling, Silas Loosely, Mitchell Hatch, Michael K. Lane 6, Cedar Valley, Nate Adams, Nolan Case, Daniel McGoffin, Brendan Montgomery. We have a lane 6? Oh, we don't know yet.
Yeah, we just got everybody coming to the blocks now. So the pace is a little more relaxed today than it was yesterday. Yesterday was crazy.
It was so chaotic. I was tired when we went home, and I didn't swim.
So again, we've got, in terms of the teams, Cedar Valley lane 1, Ogden lane 2, Cedar Valley lane 3, Ogden lane 4, Ogden lane 5, and Cedar Valley lane 6. Favorites are in lanes 3 and 4 for the teams. So Ogden comes out fast with Mason, who's going to put a lead on for Ogden. Cedar Valley in lane 3, and then you got Ogden in lane 2 actually. So you got 1-2 Ogden after the first 50. And then in the water, we've got Zach in the water in lane 3 for Cedar Valley, Ben in lane 2 for Ogden, and Dawson in lane 4 for Ogden. And right now, Ogden has a commanding lead in lane 4 and second place in lane 2. Cedar Valley in a race for third at the moment. Jacob Nielsen in for Cedar Valley in lane 3. Braden for Ogden in lane 4. And Jordan in lane 2 for Ogden. Ogden has a commanding lead here. It looks like they're going to win this. Unlikely Cedar Valley will be able to catch him. It's a race for second place now. So Ogden in lane 4, Ty is bringing it home. Lane 3, Andrew Hudson, I think for Cedar Valley. I don't know if his names are all right. And Brooks Morrison. I don't know if we have substitutions today. I don't know that we have the same swimmers swimming that might be on the elite sheet. But Ogden is going to take it 1-2 for this, and they might take it 1-2-3 because lane 5 just made a huge push. It's looking like an Ogden 1-2-3. It is.
Lane 4 is...
But I think we have different swimmers than these heat times reflect.
148, yeah, because they were at 146 today, 98.
Yep.
And they were seated at 148.27. Okay, our backstroke is up next. We've got just one heat of this. So Jem Garner, lane 2, Ogden, Alyssa Roth, lane 3, Cedar Valley. Lane 4, Shaylee Kluber, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Story Turner, Ogden.
Our favorite here is Alyssa in lane 3 with a 116, with Shaylee Kluber from Cedar Valley at a 125. So lane 3 and 4.
All done.
Alyssa gets a nice start. So with the backstroke, you see that you want to see that nice rotation where the shoulders are coming up basically to the chin. The whole body just rotates around the head on a pivot. Body just straight up and down with the head straight up and down with the body rotating around it. And it just gives you that rotation is what gives you the power in that stroke with your arms, is that body rotating. Alyssa looking really good going into her last turn, her last lap. Her best time's a 116.
She may beat that if she...
Yeah, it's going to be close.
It's going to be close.
Maybe
Come
4 or 5.
on.
Be about a 117. Ooh, 116.9. A little slower than her personal best, but a good swim.
Nice.
Shaylee Kluber. Shaylee coming in at a 126 even.
So she's a little bit
Also
slower
a little
as
slower
well.
than her best,
Yep.
but not a bad time for her. Lane 2, Jim swims a personal best
Yeah, 135.
by
and
almost
then
3/4 of a second. a story turner.
I'm not sure what the time is on this. It's not. It can't be right. On stories. 3?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I was thinking everybody had touched. Yeah.
Oh, you thought everybody touched
Yeah, I
already?
thought everybody had touched.
So we've got one.
So we
So we've
got
got story
story.
turner finishing up for Ogden.
The thing that I miss about having all of the parents here and everything is to help cheer these kids on and help them keep going. It's fun to have all the support here.
So you're hearing all the cheers from the swimmers from both teams for story turner, which you love to see. You want to see everybody cheering for everybody.
Almost there, almost there. And she actually might
Almost, really close.
almost beat her time. Okay, our boys are up next. We've got Nolan Case, Lane 2, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Ben Nilsson, Ogden. Lane 4, Ammon Minor, Cedar Valley. Lane 5, Josh Ortiz, Cedar Valley. Our favorite for this one is Ben Nilsson with Ogden at a 1:35.24. Nolan and Josh both have never swam this, so they do not have time, so we'll see how they do today.
All right, so lane 3, Ben Nilsson leads out for the heat. With Ammon Minor in second. Josh Ortiz in third over in lane 5, and Nolan Case in fourth in lane 2. Swimming his very first backstroke. Ben Nilsson just pulling away now. Looking like 1, 2, 3 is pretty well sorted. Although Nolan's making a little bit of a move here. He's made up a little time on third place, so he could have a shot at it in the last 25. Ben Nilsson is hitting the flags coming into the wall.
He's going to beat his time.
Oh, by a long shot.
Yeah.
1:16.
Wow, nice.
He's dropped 16 plus 20, almost 20 seconds.
That's amazing.
So personal
Nice.
best for him by a long shot. He looks very happy about that.
Ammon got 1:28, and he dropped almost 10 seconds. Nice job.
Nolan almost so close to making it to third there.
All right, our heat 2 is Oliver Loosely, lane 1, Ogden. Lane 2, Derek Ortiz, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Mason Winterton, Ogden. Lane 4, Ryan Brodsky, Ogden. Lane 5, Spencer Reeves, Ogden. Lane 6, Silas Lucy, sorry.
Lucy, okay.
Yeah, sorry guys, Ogden.
Mason Winterton to Ogden is a clear favorite on this on the heat sheet with a 102. So he leads out. Lane 4, Ryan and Derek Ortiz in lane 2 look like the best shots for second place on the times. Mason hits the wall his first 50, a 30-second split. Looks like he's on pace for his time.
I still don't understand how you know when to flip and not.
You
You just count for the flags.
You know how many strokes it is when you see the flags. You count in. All right, so Mason hitting the wall.
Nice.
102.49, just over his personal best. Lane 4, Ryan coming in. Out of 111, that's a personal best for him.
Nice, he dropped a couple of seconds.
Derek Ortiz from Cedar Valley in third. Hits at 118, also a personal best by about half a second.
Nice.
All right, event 19.
Okay, this is our 100-yard breaststroke. So we've got 2 heats for the girls. Amelia Hardy, lane 2, Ogden. Lane 3, Caitlin Blackham, Ogden. Oh, these are all Ogden. Oh my gosh, Ogden, sorry. So Amelia Hardy, lane 2, Caitlin Blackham, lane 3, and Birdie Packenthorpe, lane 4. Oh my goodness.
In lane 4, and it's looking like we are swimmerless in lane 4, so this is all Ogden. Well, this is heat 1, right?
Yeah, it's heat 1.
Okay, I didn't catch. We had 2 heats.
Heats, yep.
Oh, there aren't 4 swimmers. Sorry, my bad. There's only 3. So lane 4, Birdie has come out well ahead of everybody. The race right now is for second. Okay, so Birdie hits with a 51-second split. She's looking like she's going to set a personal best here if she can keep anywhere close to that pace. She should have a really good swim. Caitlin Blackham is solidifying second place here in lane 3, and Amelia Hardy in lane 2 is in third. Okay, lane 4, Birdie heading into the wall. Her best time prior to this was a 2:17. She's going to be well below that. As she touches with a 1:51. She dropped big chunks of time for a new personal best. Good for her. Really good swim for her.
Yeah, that's super impressive.
Caitlin Blackham coming in. She touches with a 2:11.20, which is a personal best by about 5/10 of a second there, half a second. And Amelia Hardy, also a personal best.
Yep, nice job.
20 cents.
Yeah, 2:25.
About 20 seconds. Good job.
All right, our heat 2, Victoria Todd, lane 1, Ogden, lane 2, Ashlyn Lockwood, Cedar Valley, lane 3, Allie Blair, Ogden, lane 4, Dory Tweedy, Cedar Valley, lane 5, Bailey Anderson, Ogden, lane 6, Belle Sepulveda, Cedar Valley.
Lane 3, Allie Blair has the best time. Dory and her have come out and hit the wall together.
Now
but
Dory's just barely ahead.
Based on the heat sheet, I expect to see Allie just start pulling ahead though, which she's starting to do. Glides into the wall. Dory gets a good turn. Gets a little better turn. It's not going to be enough. So Allie Blair, lane 3, looking like a solid win. Dory solidly in second. Ashlyn Lockwood for Cedar Valley and Bailey Anderson for Ogden are going to be in the fight for third here. Right now, Ashlyn is just ahead. Dory having a good swim though. So Allie hits the wall to 116.
Just a little
Dory coming in at a 120. So a personal best for Dory.
Nice job,
Good
Dory.
job, Dory. And in lane 2, Ashwin Lockwood.
127.
127.
A little bit slower. Okay, our boys are up next. We've got 2 heats for this as well. So Nolan Spencer, lane 2, Cedar Valley. Lane 3.
Nolan just swam.
No, Spencer.
Oh, Spencer, sorry.
Nolan
K.
Spencer, yep. Nolan Spencer's a lane 2, Cedar Valley. Lane 3, Michael K. Ogden. Lane 4, Mitchell Hatch, Ogden. And lane 5, Lee James for Ogden. The favorite in this is Michael K. for Ogden.
It's really lane 2. Oh, lane 3. Michael came out fastest.
She just runs.
Lane 3 and lane 5. Michael and Lee. But you got Nolan Spencer making an issue of it, trying to fight for the lead here. Nolan and Michael are going to hit the wall together in lanes 2 and 3. So we've got a fight for first and a fight for second right now. They've kind of separated out. Michael looks like he's just pulling ahead a little more as he goes. I don't know if Nolan's going to have enough to fight back.
They're going to be, yeah.
Michael is pulling ahead, and you've got lane 4 trying to move up for that second place. So if Nolan fades, he's gonna lose second place.
Come on.
So first place for
close.
Michael
It's
for
gonna-
Ogden, and Nolan's gonna glide in for second
Nice.
for Cedar Valley. And then Mitchell for
125.
Ogden,
So Michael
fourth,
was a
and
little
James
bit
Lee.
slower than normal. Yep. Okay, our heat 2, Ty Willie, lane 1, Ogden, lane 2, Brooks Mortensen, Ogden, lane 3, Gavin Gutterson, Ogden, lane 4, William Hudson, Cedar Valley, lane 5, Owen O'Neill, Ogden, lane 6, Sam Woodruff, Cedar Valley. Our Ogden boys are faster in this, Brooks and Gavin. Gavin sits at a 107, Brooks is at a 115.
So it looks like William Hudson in lane 4 for Cedar Valley could fight for second.
Oh yeah, 114.
Based on the heat sheet. But if the heat sheet's right, Gavin in lane 3 should have complete control of this race. So Gavin comes out first. Right now, lane 5, which is Owen for Ogden, is sitting in second. And lane 4, William Hudson. Right now it's 1-2-3 Ogden. The
Yeah.
Cedar Valley
Yeah.
boys are not making a push at the moment. Let's see what the last 50 looks like.
Yeah, Gavin is still ahead.
Yeah, Gavin's got this tied up, but it's Owen and Brooks, second and third. So we're fighting for third place right now for Cedar Valley. Williams too far back to fight
Nice.
for second, but he could make a move for third.
Gavin's just gliding through the water.
He's got a nice clean breaststroke. Good swim.
108.85, just a little bit slower than what he normally
Looking
is.
like a 1-2-3 for Ogden.
Owen dropped time from a 115 down to a 112, so nice job. Nice.
Event 21.
Okay, our girls are up next. This is a 4x1, right?
We're on the
Where
last
at?
event for
Yep.
the boys and girls here.
Okay, so lane 2, Ogden, Kaime Wilde. Let me try that again. Lane 2 is Ogden, Kaime Wilde, JC Roberts, Haley Shaw, Birdie Packham. Lane 3, Cedar Valley, Abby Kendall, Alyssa Roth, DJ Hardy, Dory Tweedy. Lane 4, Ogden, Jacqueline Hatch, Jem Garner, Victoria Togg, Bailey Anderson. Lane 5, Cedar Valley, Emmy Milligan, Ella Black, Kennedy Sims, Shaylee McLaughlin.
So Abby Kendall in the water for Cedar Valley in lane 3, leading out for the first 25 here, with Jacqueline for Ogden in lane 4 in second place. Cedar Valley on paper. Now these relays kind of get messed with consistently with what swimmers are in it. So the time to beat, the best time for this relay team is a 4:21.83.
Yeah.
On paper, Cedar Valley should have this well and away.
Which at the moment
they do.
it is, yes.
Abby is just swimming a great split right now.
You've got Alyssa, who's up next in the water. Alyssa Roth.
I think you have four strong freestyle swimmers in this event. Not really a weak link in this particular group.
So let's go. Steep.
So right now we've got 25 yards on Cedar Valley has 25 yards on Ogden.
We've got Jem up next if this is correct.
Yep.
Just hit the water.
Jem Garner in lane 4.
Yep. And then lane 5 we've got Ella going in next. And in lane 2, JC.
So 32-second split for Alyssa. So Alyssa coming into the wall. Cedar Valley has this one pretty well wrapped up. Nice dive. DJ Hardy in the water in lane 3 for Cedar Valley. So DJ looking to put Ogden in lane 4 a full 50 yards down in this particular event. It looks like they're going to do that hitting the wall. So it's an 18-second split for Daniele. That is not right. I don't know what that thing was flashing. Lane 4. So I don't know what that was. Sorry. Danielle coming in on her last 25, and Dory Tweedy will be going in lane 3 for Cedar Valley as the anchor swimmer. Dory is coming into the wall. She has another 50 to go. A 30-second split.
They are sitting at 4:21, so let's see how they do.
Yeah, I was trying to see what Danielle's splits were, but the splits were really weird. They came up on the screen, so I don't know what happened.
Let's see how Dory does here.
So a 4:21 to beat. I think it's going to be hard to do.
Yeah. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, we're going to be behind it. 4:24.
24.
But for the swim meet, an easy victory for Cedar Valley on that one.
We've got Ogden, Brett coming in.
So I think Ogden has 50 more yards in lane 4. Yep, we lapped them on that one. So this is Cedar Valley's A team.
Yeah.
104 for her 100. Not bad. That's good. Right.
All right, our lane 4, we've got Bailey Anderson coming in.
for Ogden, yep.
For Ogden, yep. And they are at 5:10:50. So they have also surpassed their time.
And again, we don't know what lineups are in. We know this is Cedar Valley's pretty much their A team for this particular event.
Yeah.
And as I said, on any given swim meet, the coaches will tweak their relays and play with different lineups. So you just don't know. You have no idea really who or what the best team is on a given race.
Yeah. So we've got Birdie, right, coming in. I think Birdie is on her last lap.
Yeah, and I think we're on our last 50 over
in
here.
lane 2. Coming into the wall. They are sitting at 6:01, so they're also a little bit slower.
So lane 2 finishing up, and then lane 5 for lane 5 is
Lane 5 is Shaylee coming in, right? Yep. And these guys didn't have a time today, so these
lane 5 looks like Cedar Valley swimmers.
It is. It is.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm looking at the boys. Sorry, I already changed the page.
These guys don't have a time, so they came in at. Just a sec, the clock's not right. These guys have not either. These swimmers have not swam together before, so they don't have a time. And I don't know what happened to the clock.
They swam in 44
there we go.
seconds. Oh, we didn't get a good touch.
6. Yeah, hard to say.
That was a bad touch.
This is why we have timers and we have a pad.
Okay,
our
last
boys.
event.
All right, Cedar Valley, lane 1, Alexander Burnside, Declan Isaacson, Jack Lime, Jonas Nelson. Lane 2, Ogden, Aaron Ivester, Jordan Wilson, Silas Loosely, Mitchell Hatch. Lane 3, Ogden, Porter Bartlett, Braden Reeves, Gavin Gunderson, Owen O'Neill. Lane 4, Cedar Valley, Caden Nelson, Braden Scott, Nathan Ford, William Hudson. Lane 5, Ogden, Kai Roby, Spencer Reeves, Oliver Loosely, and Brock Welling. Our favorite in this is Ogden at 3:48.
So Caden Nelson for Cedar Valley and lane 4 coming out first, coming out fast.
I'm so cold.
But hitting the wall, Porter pulls it even. And it looks like Porter's going to start pulling ahead in the second 50. So Porter pulled ahead. Caden is trying to just kind of pull it back or keep it even going into the wall. But Ogden going to hit the wall with a full body length advantage. Now Braden Scott, you're going to see Braden Scott make up some time because he's just fast.
Pretty much just the way it goes.
That's just how it goes. So Braden Scott for Cedar Valley in lane 4 has taken that one body length loss and turned it into a body length lead in the first 50.
So quick.
Braden Reeves has the unfortunate task of going up against him.
Braden is just flying.
Braden Scott is moving. He's got a motor. And now what it looks like is that we're going to have some real fight in the last 2 swimmers by Ogden.
Got Nathan Ford, who is also a really strong
He's pretty
swimmer.
good. He's a strong swimmer. I think he's stronger in the distance events than in the sprints.
And we've got Gavin, who just went in.
Nathan Ford and Gavin Gunderson in lane 3. Nathan Ford in lane 4 for Cedar Valley. So in the sprints, Nathan kicks. How about that? I just love to give him a hard time. But he's swimming well. So really, they were Ogden only able to cross second back on that 50. So Cedar Valley is holding a good lead right now. And it's going to be down to the anchor for for Ogden.
Yeah, we've got William Hudson getting ready to go in.
So Cedar Valley's in the water.
And we've got Owen going in now.
Owen for Ogden is in the water. It looks to me like Cedar Valley is going to hold on to this. Because that's a lot of time to make up. William Hudson is swimming a good split. So a 27 split.
Yeah, nice.
And that's just too much. It's too much for Owen to make up at Ogden. And it looks like Cedar Valley's actually going to go pull this out and take first place in this event.
Yeah, Owen's got a 28 split.
Good swim, really, by Cedar Valley. Actually, everybody swam a good race.
They're going to beat their time. Nice.
By a lot.
Let's see.
No, by 3:43. Yeah, that's 10 seconds.
Holy cow. That's awesome.
Second place, Ogden hits the wall.
3:52, so they're just a little bit slower.
About 4 seconds slower than they would have expected. And again, we don't know the lineups here. A good swim by Cedar Valley there. I was not expecting to see them take that event.
We've got Jonas Nelson who just went in.
It looks like lane 2 is finishing up for Ogden, and that's going to be
Mitchell Hatch.
Mitchell Hatch coming in. And it's third place for Ogden. Second and third for Ogden, first place for Cedar Valley.
They were, Ogden was a little bit slower as well today.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure lane 5 is finishing for Ogden right now.
And lane 1, they don't have a time either, so these boys have not swam together either.
I think we've got 50 more yards in lane 1. So lane 5 is finished, and these are our last 50 yards of the swim meet.
Yep.
I think. So this is this is Jonas Nelson for Cedar Valley, finishing up in lane 1.
All right, we've got Jonas coming in. Almost done, almost done.
That's the meet. All right, thanks everybody for sticking with us. And that's it. I think we are wrapping up. Do not have final scores. We won't have those for a little while, so I won't be able to tell you who won. But based on the halftime scores, I'm thinking Cedar Valley won the event.
We will see Ogden next week.
Yeah, you get to all hear from us next week for regionals, apparently.
Friday and Saturday.